Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Not leading.
It says Erica Patterson.
Did he say that they were married?
He did not. He said that was his girlfriend, however.
And he indicated he had children?
Objection, leading.
It's background foundational. It's the witness may answer. The objection's overruled.
Yes, he did.
How many children did he have?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Overruled, dumbass.
3.
And you read each of the 5 rights that are listed on this form?
Yes, I did.
And did he agree to speak with you?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
Okay. I would ask that Exhibit 174 be published to the jury.
Objection, relevancy.
The exhibit's already been received. Noting your objection, it's overruled. Permission to publish is granted.
First of all, how can an exhibit not be relevant? So why would he say objection relevancy? What the hell is he on? Like, and that's exactly why it was overruled. Now, go to the appellate court and try to dispute that. You fool.
As that form is coming up in the jury box, just for the jurors to see, when you initially had contact with the defendant that morning, did you verify if he had been fed?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I did.
And had he been fed dinner the night before, breakfast that morning, lunch that afternoon?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Overruled.
Yes, he had.
Watch this. How is he going to object to hearsay? And technically, or in theory, he doesn't even know what hearsay is. Y'all remember that in one of the videos that he was questioning an officer about what somebody else said? Well, that was hearsay, and he didn't even understand that. He didn't know what hearsay was. So if you don't know what hearsay is, then how you going to object by saying hearsay? This dude is an utter fool.
And was he complaining about any physical injuries?
Objection, hearsay.
Here we go again.
Yes, he was continuing to complain about, excuse me, he was continuing to complain about the injury to his right shoulder.
Which was a lie.
Which he still at that time was asserting occurred when officers at the time of his arrest body slammed him.
And we all know that that wasn't true in terms of what he was asserting, because we saw that when he was, I think it was Carpenter, the woman officer. She's the one. Remember, she said if everything is on the up and up, and we saw the video cam, and there was no indication, there was no evidence of him being slammed. So that's a lie.
Now, with regard to the second interview, the one that took place on November 22nd, was that recorded?
Yes, it was.
And would it be fair to say that recorded interview was 4 hours, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Shut up, man. You don't even
Yes,
know
that
what the
would be
hell
correct.
hearsay is. Shut up. You sound dumb.
Okay. And you've had the opportunity to listen to that interview?
Yes, I have.
I'm going to go through that interview with you. I'm not going to play the whole 5 hours, but just portions of that. I'll stop it during specific clips that I'm providing to Ms. Gussie, and we'll talk about it. Is that all right?
Yes, that's fine.
And by the way, this interview, obviously she's speaking of the interrogation. One of the things that I didn't like, well, there's a plethora of things that I disliked and had a distaste for of Darrell Brooks in light of the interrogation, because in the preliminary part of that investigation, he was blaming Erica for everything, calling her she drinks, and he was just pointing out all the abysmal things about Erica as opposed to his involvement, what he did. Never mind what I did. This is about Erica. Erica, she's been drinking, and I mean, I just thought that was just completely disrespectful. Those of you that saw the beginning of the interrogation, oh my God, I was absolutely appalled by that, because he was putting the blame on her. Erica's the reason why this happened. Come on, man. You got to come better than that, man. You got to come better than that.
Before you do that, I'm told our interpreter will be here momentarily. And rather than you start, I think it would be best if we just take a short break till the interpreter's here. Is the witness here?
I believe he was coming at 10.
Oh, okay. That's that's fine then. Then I appreciate that additional information then. We'll keep going. Sorry for the interruption.
Let me see if maybe he's here early.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Darrell would have loved that break, given that he was trying to delay the trial anyway. But I'm glad that the witness is present. They're waiting on the witness. Come on. He has no clue what he's doing, looking through them papers, man. You ain't doing nothing but winging it, like you said. And that was evident in the trial because we didn't know what the hell you were doing. If you had an attorney there, then you would have a filter. Somebody to help you.
Okay, he's not here yet.
Okay, then we will keep going and just let me know when the witness gets here.
Okay, you can take this exhibit off the
But you know
screen.
what? In theory, watch this. In theory, I don't know what attorney would want to help him, given that the whole state hated him. They probably would have attacked Attorney Perry defending him. There's no defense of what he did. I don't think he could have got an attorney anyway. Who wants to take on and try to defend him in the absence of no defense? Why do you think his family didn't come to court? And it was only three? It was only 3 people that spoke. His stupid mom, the grandmother, and that other girl. Them people didn't want to face, these families that are hurting. And so why would an attorney want to defend him? It make no sense.
If we can go to 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 8 minutes and 20 seconds. To 8.
Man is a
Now, before
joke.
she starts it, is this the interview room that was at the San Diego Police Department?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it's paused right now, but who's in that room?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
The person in that room in the red t-shirt with the mask partially covering their face, longer braided appearing
He's
hair,
the suspect.
is Darrell Brooks.
Right.
The same individual sitting to my left in the suit, jacket, shorter hair, and surgical mask.
Okay. And the other 2 people depicted here?
The person, as you would look to the screen to the left, is myself, and on the right is Detective Ben Stern.
So again, going to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to play but not with sound until 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
Okay. So it now is at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. If we can play until 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hang the metal pieces on the little machine thing that comes around. They take them. The pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around, and we just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back on the truck. It was 4 on, 3 off, so that was more ideal because
That's a great schedule.
I mostly have my children the back half of the week.
Sure.
But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it was like,
How old are your kids?
my son is grown. My oldest daughter is 14, and my youngest daughter is 7.
You said your oldest son's grown. How old is he?
He's 18.
They all live with you then in Milwaukee?
Well, my son doesn't.
Your son doesn't?
My son doesn't. But
Okay. All right.
So initially, what were you speaking with Mr. Brooks about when he was describing doing something with metal?
Objection leading, and I do not.
Shut up. That's your damn name. Shut up.
Overruled as to both objections. The witness may answer.
Stupid.
Just about work, he was, Mr. Brooks was explaining a job he had prior. He indicated he was laid off due to the pandemic. So it was just general conversation about his work history.
First of all, I don't even know who would hire him given his record. Do y'all remember when Attorney Opera read a litany? Oh my God. A litany. Okay, of his criminality. Who in the hell hired him Did he really have a job? Who the hell gave him a job? His job is all about crime. That's what he does.
He talked about his kids. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And his 2 youngest kids, who did he say they lived with?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Objection,
May answer.
relevancy.
Shut up.
Mr. Brooks was indicating they were living with him. However,
That's a lie.
the investigation showed that not to be the case. Of the 2 daughters, one lives down in Georgia in the Atlanta area, and the other lives in Iowa.
Now watch this. Now that's a dichotomy right there, because he tried to say to try to make Erica look bad, talking about she don't have custody of none of them, talking about the kids he got with her. So that don't make sense, because you ain't even got custody of your other kids, and you were found in a damn lie. So how you gonna talk about Erica, man? Trying to make her look bad. And you ain't got custody of none of them. Why would anybody entrust you anyway?
Now directing your attention to 14
It's a
minutes and
contradiction.
15 seconds into the interview. And I'd be playing that until 15 minutes and 48 seconds into the interview. It is currently at 14 minutes and 15 seconds.
Can I have those timestamps again, please?
Sure.
Look at him looking down like he know what he doing. Nigga, you don't know what the hell you doing. And you think the jury is buying this crap? I don't identify by that name. Oh, really? So why did you identify by that name when you were initially captured? You think the jury didn't see that, the webcam? When you stated your name, now you're trying to pretend, but yet you want empathy from the jurors? And you acted like a fool in front of them? You try to make Erica look bad? You had all this mouth talking back to Judge Darrell because you thought in your mind, oh, you know what? This is interlocutory. This is interlocutory. So what the judge has to say really doesn't matter. Because I can go to the appellate court and switch to alter this. And that's exactly why Judge Darrell went by the book. So that way, there could be no likelihood of an appeal, you fool. And all you did was play with fire. And now your behind is in flames.
15 minutes and 15 seconds beginning to 15 minutes and 48 seconds.
Thank you.
I'd ask that that be played at this time.
Go ahead.
We're not on your college set. I gotta read it, okay? And I know you've heard it before, so you kind of understand that. Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any questions before I start for me?
Only thing I want to know is, what in the hell am I being charged with anything?
First of all, how would they know? How would they know what first of all, I told y'all before, the prosecutor is the ones that comes up with the charges, not the detectives. So how could the detective even know what he's being charged? Darrell knows what he's being charged with. He knows what he did. But technically they don't know because they're not the prosecutor.
Well, she's making some, like I said, alleged allegations against you for being physical. So that's what, if that's BS, that's what I'm looking to hear from you. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
The only thing that's BS is what's coming out of his mouth. Verbal diarrhea.
Down, so that's kind of where we're at. It's this typical back and forth stuff that guys like you go through with their baby mama all the time. And they're all, there's a lot of guys out there in your spot. And a lot of times, maybe it's not always fair to them, but that's kind of what I wish they had a law
to where people can
Shut
do
up.
that shit. You should get in trouble. Sure.
All right, let's get back to the main story.
Why? You shouldn't be able to just be like, oh, I'm pissed off, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
call.
you shouldn't be able to get behind a wheel and kill people. And then try to act like your name ain't Darrell and think you're going to represent yourself and think you're going to win this case. You're insane. Listen, I let me say this real quick, and I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I was watching the victim impact statements, and I can't remember the woman's name, but she said, excuse me, can you please don't do that? That is disrespectful. She said, I've sat and watched you mock these victims, mock these families, the witnesses. You know, but yet you want the jury to have empathy, sympathy for you and your child. She said, you are insane. Exactly. He is insane.
And do this, right? That's why would you put me in that situation and then you know we're gonna end up being together anyway?
Man, shut up.
Why would you do that? Trying to judge that credibility.
Yeah, and that's total BS. So that's why we're
Nah,
sitting here with
it's total
you to try
BS is what he's saying.
Sift through the BS if that's what we got. Just go from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to blame her.
I said this last night too, didn't I? She get drunk and remember I kept saying that.
Never mind her getting drunk. What about what you did? Post all of that. Always trying to put the blame on somebody else. Just like when he was in court, trying to put the witness, trying to make him the victim. Trying to turn this whole thing around. Are you crazy? Try to make it seem like they were getting paid to testify against him and come on, man. That strategy did not work and it was never going to work. So what was the point? You had no chance of winning this. It was over.
That's a fool and I'm the one that pays for it. Yep.
No. We are the ones that's paying for your room and board through our tax dollars when there should have been a death penalty. So we can save our money.
Tell the jury a little bit about this clip.
So in this clip here, I'm just explaining to Mr. Brooks the background of the domestic abuse allegations that officers had received from Erica Patterson, and that I was looking to get basically clarity on that, his side of the story on that, have him help me understand what aspects of it may or may not be true, and just walk me through what had occurred between the two of them.
And again, although we're approximately 15 minutes into the interview, have you mentioned anything about the parade incident or any victims?
Objection.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I had not said anything about that at this point.
And why was that?
He didn't have all the information.
So what I wanted to do with this interview, as I stated in my earlier testimony, I wanted to start with the smaller things and get to the bigger things.
Build to the crescendo.
The
I know
parade incident with the injuries of the individuals and the loss of life was obviously very serious. Part of what I believe as an investigator is very important is gauging credibility into the interview. And one of the ways you do that is you need to be careful. Obviously, at some point, if I'm going to take Mr. Brooks to jail, I have to tell him what he's being charged with. But I want to be very careful in giving too much information early on, so that I'm not leading him, so that I'm not giving him the opportunity based on information to create lies.
Exactly.
I want to see how he reacts to things to help me gauge whether he's being truthful. And I found starting with the smaller aspect and seeing how truthful he was with that could help lead me into the more serious allegations and see if he was going to be truthful about those things as well.
Now let me say this. Now, Darrell tried to accuse this carpenter of not or withholding information relative to what he knew. Well, here's the thing. He didn't have all the information yet. It was developing. So why would he arrest him on information that's not fully developed yet? So that's basically like a form of a Brady allegation or Brady violation because he wasn't being told. No, he didn't know fully. I can't give you information if I'm not fully abreast of it. It's beta. Anything that is beta means that it's developing. But he did tell him what he was arrested for, the incident with Erica. It just so happened it led to a more serious allegation, what he did after his fight with Erica.
I watched the snippet of the video that we showed. At one point you had indicated, guys like you get into these kind of situations with girls like that, or something to that effect. Do you recall that interaction in this video?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean by that? Or what were you trying to establish by making that statement?
Again, as I had stated in my earlier testimony, part of what I believe is important is simply building a rapport with an individual. Again, you always have with any individual in any interrogation, there's the natural barrier that can occur with them seeing you as a law enforcement officer. I've been doing this job for 18 years. That was not intended on any way on my part to suggest to Mr. Brooks that everything his girlfriend was saying was a lie. I just wanted him to feel comfortable telling me the truth, whatever that truth was, man to man or person to person, human being to human being.
Lying.
Don't you ever call nobody a liar. What the hell you think you were doing the entire interrogation? You lied about everything. And I'm glad that Detective Carpenter called you out. Said you lied about the tan Kia. Don't you ever call nobody a liar.
Directing your attention to 30 minutes and 26 seconds.
You lied about
and playing
everything.
this clip until 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's do that now.
Objection.
Shut up.
Wasn't it just said we was 15 minutes in the interview? Why is it playing from 30 minutes?
Because they can.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled again. That's 30-26, you said?
30-26 to 40-30.
To 40-30.
Right. So what is the objection for?
Go ahead.
You look like a fool. I'm surprised he didn't deny that was him in the interrogation room. Stupid. Dumbass. I don't know. He pisses me off. Oh my God. There's no way in the world I could sustain any patience with him.
What brought you to Waukesha yesterday? How did you get out here?
I was meeting up with a friend to watch the Packer game.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was out here.
Where did you go to watch the game?
To a friend named Stephanie.
That's a lie. Who the hell is
Her
Stephanie?
house, a bar, or
A house.
Yeah, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable or anything, but what's the address there? What's
I
street is it
have
on?
no idea about Waukesha. I don't know the street.
What was it near? I know you had to see something near it.
You let him think of a lie.
Like a gas station?
Have you been to the house before?
No.
Too general.
Never before?
No.
What's Stephanie's last name?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
When did you guys set this up?
Maybe a couple days ago.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a few friends.
See, everything in this interview in terms of his response is just so vague. It's vague. He's like he just said, well, you had to see something. What he just a gas station. That's too general. You can always see a gas station anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's too general, too vague. Everything is so ambiguous relative to his responses.
Friends in Milwaukee that have people out here, so
Okay.
it's not. I don't, like I said last night, I don't know the streets in Waukesha. It's not where I usually hang out at, so I couldn't say, well, this street, and this. I couldn't.
All right.
Stephanie, like a friend of yours, or like a friend of a friend? A friend of a friend, mutual friend.
And what
She
her
just
last
like,
name was?
I have no idea.
How long have you known her?
You know.
That was my first time meeting her. So,
How did you get the number to know the house to go to?
Exactly.
a friend.
The story's not making
So,
sense.
how did you get to her house?
My friend. I went with my friend.
Carry
Okay,
on.
who's that?
My friend, I don't really want to say his name. I don't know if that's going to incriminate him in anything.
See how vague he is? He ain't saying nothing direct. Everything is indirect. And this is what's leading the police to understand that there's no credibility in this, and the story is not going to make sense.
Okay, so let's go with this. How did you come? I know you saw Erica yesterday in Waukesha because we talked to her. Now I don't know everything that went on. I'm not saying I believe everything she told the other officers. How did you come to meet with her in Waukesha? One, and two. You say you don't know Waukesha, but where did you meet her? A gas station, a park? I know you met her. Where did you meet her? What happened yesterday? Because if this is BS, like you say, and I know you met her, what happened? What happened when you met her? Where did you meet her? Let's start with that.
By a gas station.
Okay.
I don't know what I was supposed to be getting some money from her.
Okay. For what?
It was the rest of my money that she had of mine that she was holding for me.
Okay, how much?
It was supposed to be $350.
Okay. And why did she have it? Why was she holding it?
She had been holding it for me for a few weeks now, but like I said, I hadn't seen her. She had seen me.
Right, but why did she have it? Why was she holding it for you?
She was just holding it for me because I told her to hold it for me. But it didn't have anything to do with, this was weeks ago. She had been holding the money. And because I had no contact with her, I couldn't tell her, and my mom wasn't going to let her come to the house to bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, look, man, if I'm going to be out there, I'll meet up with you and get the money, but I'm not hanging out with you, I'm not having sex with you. And she was just like, oh, you want to get, I'm like, I'm not finna do none of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be around you. I get that, I understand.
And that's why you're in jail, because you're not supposed to be in society, you animal. You stay in your cage, and I can't wait. I'm anticipating that they get your mother, your co-conspirator. Her behind need to be in there.
Don't lie, y'all. I'm not supposed to be around you. I love you to death, man. You're my baby mama. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like,
you know, I'm tired.
Hangout thing.
I'm tired of hearing this. Let's fast forward, because it just pains me anything that comes out of his mouth, because he played victim the entire freaking time. It's almost like, it's like saying, I don't care that I killed people. You know, what about me and my daughter? My daughter wrote me a letter. I was reading what my daughter told me. You know, they call me a monster. What the hell do you expect? Of course you're a damn monster. Did he really think that people was going to be on his side? Stupid fool. Let me fast forward this. All right, so we are back with the interrogation.
In his pocket.
And the information you had, where was the key found?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Objections hearsay.
How is that leading? How is that hearsay? They found it, dumbass. they found what was in your on your person.
Oh, overruled.
And what was in the vehicle.
What's the answer?
The key was found in his pocket.
Or in his person.
How do you know that?
Now, you also talked to Mr. Brooks about his phone. Where did he say his phone was?
According to Mr. Brooks, at this point, the phone should have been near him. I believe he said in the grass.
And what did you take that to mean? It should have been near him in the grass.
Objection. That was never stated.
You're not testifying, butthole. Shut up. You are not testifying. Why didn't you take the stand if you wanted to defend yourself like that? He doesn't understand court proceedings, what the rules are. You don't say that. if you're not testifying?
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I would interpret it as right next to him where he was arrested.
No, he's gonna say that wasn't
That's just
stated.
where he was arrested.
Objection leading.
Shut up.
Overruled. The answer may be given.
Yes.
After the defendant met with Erica Patterson, what did he describe his emotion as being?
Angry, frustrated over the fact that Miss Patterson brought him to the park and did not have the money to provide him that she indicated to him prior to that she would have.
Where did he say his flip-flops were?
Uh-oh.
Objection. Answer.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Well, when he indicated that he departed Stephanie's house, they were on his feet. However, during the course of his arrest, he indicates he doesn't know where they went. So somehow, apparently, I guess according to Mr. Brooks, disappeared.
I like how he says, according to Mr. Brooks, what's being asserted, which is being alleged. And by the way, I think Stephanie is did they ever find out who is Stephanie a real person? Or is that John Doe? Or is that Geneva Doe? How about that? But no, I don't think she was a real person. I think he made that crap up.
Now, the clothes that the defendant's wearing in this video, specifically the red shirt, was that a shirt that was provided to him by law enforcement?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
No, ma'am, that's the same shirt he was wearing at the time of his arrest.
Sure enough was.
Did he indicate to you during this interview whether or not he had a coat?
Objection. So on the video.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Mr. Brooks indicated that he did not.
And how long did he say he was on the porch with the homeowner whose house he was arrested at?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
You don't think the jury is pissed off that every question by the state he's objecting to and is being overruled invariably, incessantly? Come on, man. Come on. And then every objection is irrelevant. He's wrong. It's not leading. It's not hearsay.
I believe it was like 20 to 30 minutes.
The weather that evening, was that an appropriate shirt to be wearing for 20 to 30 minutes outside?
Objection.
Here we go. Overruled.
Relevancy.
Overruled.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Definitely relevant.
No, it was not.
You know what? I was just thinking about something. Speaking of relevancy, he didn't. There was a point in the trial where I think they were going to do a jury view on the vehicle in question. Notice I said the vehicle in question. But he wanted to know what was the relevancy of the jury view. Well, if this is the vehicle that's in question that you were alleged to be driving, then why wouldn't it be relevant for a jury view, you fool? He just says the dumbest stuff. Dumb. Why wouldn't it be relevant? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, let me calm down. I'm sorry, y'all.
So now I'll direct your attention to the video.
He just
I'd like to
pisses
play
me off.
1 hour, 40 minutes, 0 seconds, to 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 30 seconds.
You don't even know what
You may
relevancy
play
is.
that now. Go ahead.
Did not touch her.
Yes, you did. You
What
liar.
had you so mad? Because you had your mom's car. Or I don't know if you use it. Who
See,
uses
now watch it. Y'all remember he said his mom didn't have a car. Well, now apparently after they ran the tag, whose name did that vehicle run back to? Or trace back to? His mother, his co-conspirator.
it? You got the key in the car. Is it hers?
His partner in crime.
Is it yours that she lets you use? Let's clean that part up. Whose car is it?
It's my mom's car.
Okay. How often do you drive it?
Not very much.
It's the red Ford Escape?
That's all I want to know.
Look at him.
Please. Just please.
Just
Whatever
answer
you
the
can't tell
question.
me, I understand. I understand.
Why can't you answer the question? All right, you lied. First of all, you already lied and said that your mom didn't have a car. Now they found out through the investigation that the Ford Escape was your mom's car. So now they're asking you directly, was it the Ford Escape? And so now you're trying to evade that by demanding for them to tell you what you're being charged with, which theoretically doesn't make sense because they are not the prosecutors. That is the detective. And as I stated earlier, the detectives don't give the charges. They try to piece together the puzzle as to what you did. The prosecutors, the DA is going to come up with the charges.
All I want to know, just so I can have a peace of mind, just for my girls, man. What am I looking at?
Well, the fact you were kind of racing around up and down the street. That's the first part. Right? So, we're not quite there yet. I'm trying to figure out if I've got all my facts right first.
See that? What did the detective say? He said, I'm trying to figure out. In other words, he's trying to piece together this puzzle. We're trying to make sense. We're trying to find the logic in this. We're trying to figure out so that way we can properly give this to the DA and then they will come up with the charges. Come on now, man.
So,
and I know he claims to be a Christian, and there's a song that said Jesus dropped the charges. Well, these charges wasn't dropped against you, you fake Christian. Woo! Don't you get me started.
this wasn't a three-way call.
Fool!
Let's back up to there for a second. How did you come to meet her in the park?
So y'all can't tell me nothing?
Well, you were driving.
And the video stopped at 1 hour, 41 minutes and 30 seconds. Sir, is this the first time in this interview that Mr. Brooks acknowledged knowing about the red Ford Escape?
Objection, leading, and that was not stated.
You're not testifying, a-hole. You're not testifying. Shut up. See, listen, all of this interruption, all this stuff that he's doing worked against him. It all backfired, as we obviously know, because he's in jail for the rest of his life. He's removed from society. But all of this worked against him. The Court of Appeals is going to look at this and laugh at it. Like, are you serious? You really think we gonna flip this? You really believe? Nah, bro. No. I don't think so.
The objection's noted. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
I don't consent to being corrupted.
Shut up! That's your name, fool.
Yes, that is the first time.
No. Again, Mr. Brooks is...
And see, the other thing is, those ICF forms, the inmate communication form, guess what? He wrote his name down in order to address the judge. And his name on there was Darrell Brooks. So what the hell is he talking about?
Asking about the charges, did you recall seeing that on this clip as well as a clip contained within 1 hour, 19 minutes and 20 seconds and 1 hour, 38 minutes and 30 seconds?
Objection, leading, and compound questions.
Ain't no damn compound. You don't even know what the hell compound is. Shut up, you fake attorney. Shut your mouth. Compound.
Answer.
Yes, I recall.
I'm sorry, let's go back. Let me see.
Again, Mr. Brooks is asking about the charges, did you recall seeing that on this clip as well as the clip contained within 1 hour, 19 minutes and 20 seconds and 1 hour, 38 minutes and 30 seconds?
Objection, leading and compound question.
Wrong.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes, I recall that.
And again, what was the significance of that question in terms of timing of both clips?
Objection, leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Well, to that point, I've been talking about the domestic abuse incident with Mr. Brooks, and I started talking to him about driving and just driving kind of fast. I had not noted to Mr. Brooks yet at that point that he had struck anybody. It seemed to me, based on Mr. Brooks's behavior, reasonable to believe that Mr. Brooks, it was clear to me he could remember something else happening. And I could sense what Mr. Brooks was attempting to do at that point was draw out of me more information. And again, as I stated in my earlier testimony, to gauge his truthfulness, I wanted to hear what he had to tell me about the incident before giving him too much specific detail. At this point, Mr. Brooks, for example, Miss Woods' vehicle, he indicated she did not own one. He had lied to me.
You lied about that.
There is the risk if I start giving him too much specific information, he's going to create a lie about what I gave him, and so on. So,
well, that makes sense, because if he lied about, well, we already know he lied about his mom not having a vehicle, because that's contrary relative to the investigation. So that makes sense that if he lied about that, then, apparently he's going to try to lie about something else. So he's not going to give him all the information. And plus, he didn't have all the information. It was developing information. It was he didn't even know. The carpenter didn't know everything yet. So in his defense, he didn't know.
Mr. Brooks kept insisting to know the charges before talking to me, but for the integrity of the investigation, that was something I couldn't and wouldn't provide him.
Exactly.
Direct your attention to 1 hour, 44 minutes, 30 seconds, and playing until 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 35 seconds. It is at 1 hour, 44 minutes, 30 seconds now. I'd ask that it be played.
Objection.
I want to tell you that, you're charged with XYZ, XYZ. We got a question, it's all fact, yeah. I just feel like y'all know more than what y'all say, though. And that's what...
Well, wait a minute. See, that's another form of him trying to play victim. Like he's blaming them because they ain't telling him. So what? It's not about what they're not telling you. It's all about what you did at that parade, butthole. Stop trying to play victim here. It don't matter that even if they did know, at least they told you what you was arrested for, and they did tell you why. Because of your misconduct with Erica.
What has me like, why should I cooperate when there's no cooperation with me? Nothing I'm saying is going to help me.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to we're trying to gather the facts.
Yes, he did. Right. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense,
okay,
what you guys are doing. I'm just saying, I don't want to get railroaded by people not being honest. That's all I'm saying. If I don't know what I'm looking at, it's like, what the hell? Like, why should I just sit here and be like, oh, this is everything and blah, 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 blah.
Darrell, they are not the prosecutors. First of all, you know exactly what you did at that parade. You know it. You already know what you're looking at. You're looking at life in prison. That's what you're looking at. So in theory, it's a dumb question for you to even to ask. What am I looking at? Dumbass question to be asking.
And then people come back and be like, now so now we're going to charge you with this and this and this and this and this when y'all knew this from...
Shut him up. He always like to go around in a whole circle. Everything is circular with him. Shut up and get to the point. Get to the centrality. The centrality is your actions, not nobody else, not Erica, not you playing victim. It's about what you did.
Well, we don't know that we're going to charge you. We're just, again, the fact is, like, we're asking the questions about, you know what I mean? That's why we're...
What's going on here, sir? Oh, I'm sorry. For the record, it stopped at 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Thank you. Go ahead, ma'am.
So at this point, Mr. Brooks is still continuing to try to determine what exactly, he's being charged with.
You know what he did.
Another part of this investigation is it was so broad, I didn't know exactly what some of those charges even were going to be. I had an idea, but I didn't know exactly. And in reality, what we wanted to know at that point is where he drove, have him tell us where he drove and why he did it. But Mr. Brooks just was not willing to indicate that to us and explain that to us without us telling him what specific charges he was looking at. And this is a theme that continued over the next several hours.
Direct your attention to 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 36 seconds, playing until 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 30 seconds. And it is starting at 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Look at him looking through them papers. I bet you that's the first time he probably looked through them, because he didn't know what he was doing. He was, like he said, he was winging it. He wasn't prepared. He had a whole year because the trial did not ensue until a year later. So he had a year relative to preparation, and he did not. And it was evident in this trial he came unprepared. And why would you come unprepared against 3 experienced attorneys? I know why he came unprepared. Because he came with a game plan. Let me piss off the judge so that way I can get a mistrial. I already know I'm guilty. I already know I'm going to lose this. The Court of Appeals can turn this around because I pissed the judge off, and that was his strategy. But that didn't work, did it? Because where's your behind now? Excuse my language, y'all. Where's your behind now? I know where it is, where it belongs.
Go ahead.
So your issue right now with us is you feel like we're not sharing.
I'm getting railroaded.
Okay.
I know I am.
You railroaded yourself. You railroaded your whole life. See how he's trying to play victim? They trying to railroad him. Just like he played victim one time, talking about you just trampling over my rights after he trampled over those people. Do y'all see the dichotomy here? This man is a fool. He doesn't make any sense.
Telling me what's really going on.
But we're not getting the full truth either.
I know.
Because he's lying.
And what I was saying was, I got an issue.
So when you left, you guys met in the car. You didn't walk there. If
I tell you everything that happened, are y'all gonna be straight up with me about what I'm facing? That's all I want to know.
Well,
I don't want to know
understand.
anything else. I don't need you guys to tell me, hey man, this is this, that is that, this is this. I just want to know. Just for the fact that, like I said,
Man, shut him up, man. He just likes to just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Man, shut up.
Yeah, no, I got you. I don't know the entirety right now. So while I'm here, a couple of officers talked to Erica. I'm not the only one working on it, so I don't know everything. I got a report to a boss. So
I just said he doesn't know everything. The information is incrementally developing. That's why he started off with the minor, the small stuff. And then eventually it would build to the crescendo of the serious matter that he committed, that he caused. So why would Carpenter give him information when he's not even fully abreast on it? Come on.
I don't know exactly everything that's going to be yet. And that part's not a lie. I don't know exactly everything.
He don't.
I'm just.
He don't. But Darrell knows what he did. All right, let's go to another part of this interrogation. All right, so now in this part of the interrogation, they found out that this, in fact, was his mother's vehicle that Darrell was driving. Okay, so let's dive in here.
Okay, but what I've confronted you with and told you today is your mom's car is out here. I've now shown it to you.
Exactly. After he lied and said that his mom didn't have a car. Okay. All right. Strike number one. Go ahead.
You want me to, tell you all these things?
No.
Hold on.
Shut up.
What I told you from the start, and I did tell you this, is that part of it's a give and take. There's things I'll tell you, but I can't just tell you everything. We've shown you pictures, all right? We talked about...
Right. Y'all hear that? He's showing him pictures. And then Darrell tried to deny that was him in the photo. Like, so they got him on the lie with his mom's car because it came back. His mom's name. They shown him pictures. He denied and said that wasn't him. Look at all this. Here's the point. Look at all his credibility going right out of the window. And then he got a nerve to call Carpenter a liar?
Roles were reversed. What you'd want my partner, Ben, to do.
Yeah, you did say that.
We talked about that. What would you want it to do if it was your kid with the broken leg?
He doesn't care about that, though. He doesn't care. He was mocking all the witnesses during the impact statements. He don't care about that. He cares about his kids, but he don't give a F about what he did.
So
I want to believe a lot of people did.
Oh, now he trying to play dumb. He trying to play dumb. Darrell, you were there, man. People got hurt. What the hell?
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Darrell, you were there.
No, I'm saying.
Exactly. You were there. You were there. You know people got hurt. You know what you did.
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, there's people hurt, man.
Like that?
Come on, man. How you gonna ask a dumb question like that? You killed people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that happen to nobody, dude.
So why the hell did you do it, dumbass?
And I'm not saying it's on purpose.
You just thought, yo, this dude is heartless.
You are.
I didn't say that. I'm asking you, what do you want it to be perceived as?
Tell us how it is then. If we're wrong and it's not heartless, tell us what it was.
I'm here to listen if it's something different. I'm sitting here. I haven't walked out.
Come on. Y'all know. Listen, man. Y'all know. If I did not talk to that woman, I would never, ever be sitting right here talking to y'all right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not blaming her. Like I told you, I'm not going to demonize that woman. She's a good woman when she's not drinking.
It's not about her.
Exactly. It's not about her. It's not about her anymore, man. I mean, not to say that Erica Patterson is irrelevant, but we got to get to the real, what you really did. Okay. All right. It's not about her no more, man. It's definitely not about Erica. It's about the murders that you committed. It's about all those people that got hurt. It's about all those people that are devastated by what you did. The hell with talking about her drinking. So what? So what? I'd rather be a drunk versus getting behind the wheel killing people. Her situation ain't got nothing to do with what you did.
You hadn't talked to her. I believe that.
You didn't have to put the picture down. You didn't have to.
The stroller.
That's a stroller.
Yeah.
So a kid got hurt.
Yeah.
A kid.
Yeah.
Bad. You said a lot of people.
They don't even, you know what?
Yeah,
You know what? They don't even need to be responding. He knows what the hell he did. How the hell is he gonna say a kid got hurt? You killed a kid. You were there. You drove over these people, you asshole. I'm sorry, y'all. Profanity's coming out of my mouth, but I'm pissed. Because he's acting like he doesn't know what happened. He's playing victim and he doesn't care and he's lying. And he's blaming Erica.
To me, it's a pretty good injury if a doctor's got to check you out or you got a broken leg.
Yeah, so what do you call my shoulder? I'm just making a joke, but yeah.
I don't know. Well, I want to believe you're the man you say you are, Darrell, but I'm not laughing because there's nothing funny about this.
No, I was just saying. No, it's not. It's never been that. Dude, I don't take my life as a joke. I don't take my life as no joke. I was just making a joke about my shoulder when you just said, you know, if it's a serious injury, if you got to get looked out. Then I was just saying I had to get looked out, but they didn't say it was serious. They treated it like, oh,
Let's say spend the night.
you're the guy in cuffs, so.
Well, you said that part, not me.
No, I'm just saying that's how they, not how you acted, that's how they were acting. It's like, oh,
Man, you notice how nonchalant he is in this interview? Like he don't even care. Like he was laughing during the interrogation. You know, it seemed like he was unabated by what he did. You know, I mean, like he was just indifferent. And I want to apologize for reacting this way, but it just raises, it just makes me upset. I'm appalled. I'm upset. This man deserves hell. This man deserves hell. They need to put him in a cell with some big men and let them destroy him. That's what I would like to see. That's what I want to see. Real payback. You know, I feel, even though he's in jail for the rest of his life, I still feel like that ain't enough. Somebody need to get him. All right, that's enough for right now. Thank you for listening. Please leave a comment. I know this was ran a little longer than my usual Darrell Brooks videos, and I haven't done one in a while. So hopefully this will be another good one. Again, excuse my language in this, but it's hard. It's challenging. It's very challenging to not use profanity when you're talking about this guy. Thank you again.